first thing you need to do is be safe. Disconnect the appliance or turn off the breaker to avoid electric shock. Hello guys, welcome to DIY Repair Now. Today we're going to be working on a GE side by side, and the problem that we have with this refrigerator is that it's not giving any water or ice and it's making a sound that goes like rat-tat-tat-tat-tat. I'm just trying to make the sound that the customer said that it was doing. The model number, it's on the display. And today we're going to be replacing the filter housing. When you hear that rattling noise, it's going to be the filter housing that is not grabbing the filter the way it's supposed to. The manufacturer, you got to remove this cover. It's a couple of clamps that hold it in place. Just follow the video. That's a piece of styrofoam on top. You have to remove that. If your refrigerator have it, to remove the two 1/4 screws on top of the housing. It has two 1/4 screws on the top, and on the bottom of that piece of housing inside the refrigerator has like two teeth, and you'll be able to see it once you remove the two 1/4 screws. Now we're gonna grab over here, and we're gonna go ahead and close the water valve. Now sometimes if you're dealing with an old water valve, you might close it, it might not open back again. If your water valve is too old, just go ahead and clamp the hose. Just kink the hose like this and put like a strap on it, or a zip tie, or a piece of pliers that holds it in place. If you don't want to mess with your water valve, that's a little tip that I'm giving you right there. And this is a 5/16 screws. We're gonna go ahead and try to clean up a little bit here, the coils and these bent for the condenser coils while we're doing this repair. By the way, I give the customer a little time to clean behind there before I push it back, in case you were wondering. And you're gonna remove the top screws for the 5/6. There are 5/16 screws for the top panel. Like I said, try to clean the coil as much as I can while you're doing this repair. I'm just doing this because I don't want nothing to go bad with those coils. But so if you have the vacuum, go ahead and with the vacuum. Now we're gonna go ahead and grab our two Crazy Ranch, or like, I think it's a size 10 if I'm not mistaken, or no, it's a 1/2 inch size ratchet that you need, or a Crazy Ranch. Just go ahead and untwist it. You can use two little ones, or grab the right size. I think it's a 1/2 inch. I'm not sure about it. And right there, go ahead and remove the water hose from the water valve. Just be prepared for water to spill out. And now we're doing this cover for the filter housing. Once you got access to that part, just go ahead and remove that cover. And it's putty, like plumbing putty on top. That's to prevent hot air from going inside. Now go ahead and remove tape. If the water hoses are secured by tape or anything that is holding the water hoses, straighten it up. Go inside and grab your filter housing, remove it from the two teeth on the bottom. You'll be able to see that once you start working on it. And get your filter housing out, and go ahead and put the old one away. Make sure you don't mix it with the new one. Just trying to get it out of the way. And here we have our new filter housing. Go ahead and put the old one in the box. That way it's not just leaning around. Go ahead and put the two water hoses right there in the hole. Just fish it in. At this point, I'm gonna go ahead and give you some recommendations. I'm trying to fit it in there, but sometimes it's too tight and it would not want to go inside. So I'm having a little hard time trying to fit it in place if you're doing this repair by yourself. And what I did right there is put a couple zip ties to make that little piece thinner to be able to go in the hole even better. But lately I've been using like black tape, but you have to squeeze it and put a little bit of soap. That way it will squeeze right there and the hole all the way to the other side, and you don't have any issues. If you have somebody that help you, go ahead and have somebody that pulls for you in the other side of the refrigerator. But in this case, I'm doing it by myself, so I have to put like sort of a strap, a zip tie, black tape, and a little bit of soap to make it slide out. Once you grab a little bit of piece on the other side, just wiggle it. It's gonna be kind of tight. Go ahead and put the putty, the plumbing putty, on the top to prevent some hot air from going inside. Go ahead and put your cover back in place the same way it was. Try not over tighten it because the screws can strip, or it might be too tight that it can kink the water supply.
Thank you.
So let's go ahead and secure the tape that is holding the water lines in the back. And right now we're gonna go ahead and attach the side that goes to the water valve, and we're gonna go ahead and tighten it. Yes, turn it clockwise, and it will screw right into the water valve. After that, go ahead and tighten it with a crazy wrench, or I believe it's a 1/2 inch ratchet. I'm not sure about that. I always use a crazy wrench. And go ahead and tighten it. Try to do like a hand tie. Don't over turk it because you can mess up the water supply. And don't leave it loose either because it might start leaking. Always check. I mean, I do this every day, so you might not see that on the video, but always go ahead and test it. Turn on the water and grab a couple bottles of water just to make sure it's not going to leak in neither one of these connections. Now we're doing the other side of the water line. As you see, one line goes up to the filter and the other ones come back to the water valve. That way the water is already filtered when it goes to the water valve, and it filters the water for the ice maker and the water dispenser for drinking. And over here, again, just try to do a hand tie. Always check for no leaks. Go ahead and open your water valve if you was able to close it, or remove the kink that you did on the water line. That way you have water going into the refrigerator. Now go ahead and install the 5/16 screws that holds the bottom panel. Like so. And we pretty much done here in the back. We're gonna go ahead and slide the refrigerator. And like I was saying, I know it's dirty back there, but I give the homeowner a couple of minutes to clean behind there before I push it back, just in case you was wondering, because a lot of people ask. Now we're gonna go ahead and install the two 1/4 screws that holds the top of the housing in place. And like I said, on the bottom of this housing is like two teeth that holds the bottom part in place, and the two 1/4 screws on the top. Once you start working on it, you'll see what I'm talking about, and it's very easy. You can do this repair yourself by the help of this video. Just always check your part number that goes by your refrigerator model number. Go ahead and put the styrofoam on top if you have a styrofoam on the old filter housing, and if anything is dirty, clean it up. Go ahead and put this piece, as I told you at the beginning, has like 2 little clamps, once on the left back and once on the top. At this point we get in water, but I don't have the water filter yet. It only have the bypass. That bypass comes with the new filter housing. In case you don't have a filter, that bypass have to be there in case you have a filtration system for the whole house. But as you see, I remove it to install the new filter because these people doesn't have any water filtration for the whole house. Just clean everything that you probably made a mess, and everything looks good. At this point, we are done. And don't forget to go ahead and dump, I believe about 5 cups should do it. We're gonna go ahead and install this top panel for the ice maker. If this video helped you in any way, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for future videos. Thanks for watching.